Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to do a quick review of Freeway 2, Confessions of a Trick Baby. So, Freeway 1 was a movie with Reese Witherspoon and Kiefer Sutherland that became sort of maybe a cult hit. Um, it was, I believe, written and directed by Matthew Bright. This is also written and directed by Matthew Bright. However, it really isn't a sequel. I believe they just slapped the name Freeway 2 onto it because the first one became like an underground type of hit. This one has Natasha Lyonne, an actress whose name I don't recall right now, Maria Celedonio, and Vincent Gallo from Buffalo 66 in a very interesting role. So, the first movie is sort of like a Little Red Riding Hood take on like a hooker and Kiefer Sutherland like kidnaps her or something. I don't remember. It's been a long time. This movie is a loose interpretation of Hansel and Gretel. However, instead of being Hansel and Gretel, brother and sister, it's Natasha Lyonne who is in prison for 25 years I think she's in like a holding center, like a detention center for juveniles, and she meets this Hispanic girl named Cyclona, and she's like nuts, and she's on a lot of medications, and she's a lesbian, and all she does is like touch herself and tries to have sex with everyone, and she's crazy and stuff. And they break out of the detention center, and like chaos ensues. They go down to Mexico, but before they get there, they just, Cyclona is killing people, and they're doing crazy stuff, drugs, drinking and driving, fighting with cops, fighting with random people. It's just an out of hand crazy adventure. Um, this movie was put onto Blu-ray by Dark Force Entertainment, who is a really cool company that puts out like cult movies and underground films. I contacted them, and they gave me a good deal on this. They gave me a couple bucks off because I had done a review on Backlot Murders with Corey Haim not too long ago. So I was talking to them, and they said, I said, "Do you have any coupons or anything?" They said, "Well, we'll get a couple bucks off for Freeway too." So thank you very much. I was very, very kind to them, and they do free shipping, and it comes super quick. I would say pretty much like Amazon time, sometimes even quicker than that. Anyway, back to the film. It's a really crazy, weird film. I wouldn't say it's going to win any like awards or prime time type stuff, but I guess that's more television, isn't it? But it's just a wacky, crazy, violent film with uh, transvestites, hookers, cannibals, drugs, guns, and violence. I mean, anything you can think of. There's just strange, strange stuff happening. So they go on this like almost Thelma and Louise type of adventure, but they're just nuts. And I guess you feel sort of compassionate for them because they're young and they're troubled and they have issues, but they're just doing such bad stuff that I don't really feel bad for them throughout most of the film. But there's like this light at the end of the tunnel, and then it just ends up not being what it seems. So if you guys have seen this, let me know what you think. 'Cause it's just a really crazy, over the top film, sort of like a exploitation film, I guess, is what you would consider it. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to cover about the movie. I think that's about it. It's this one has a brand new 4K scan of the original negative with color correction, interviews with director Matthew Bright and producer Chris Hanley, behind the scenes with director John Landis, and a high-res Freeway 2 photo gallery. Personally, I like this one better than the first one. I don't own the first one. The first one was, like I said, Reese Witherspoon and Kiefer Sutherland, and I think she's a hooker, and he kidnaps her and rapes her, and then she like gets revenge on him. This one is like and they mention Hansel and Gretel in the film as like a little nod. And at one point, they put drugs to try and find their way back to where they were, and these like drug addicts steal their breadcrumbs, off of their trail. So there's some little funny parts to it, and it's just so outlandish that you have to sort of find it amusing because most people don't live life this way. You would hope, but check out Freeway 2 if you haven't. If you like B movies, underground films, and really gratuitous and strange movies about all that crazy shit I just named. So thanks guys for watching, and thank you Dark Force Entertainment for giving me a couple bucks off and talking to me online about it. And check them out at, I think it's darkforcesuperstore.com. Thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.